The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
You are now rocking with the best. This is the Players Lounge, boy, and we're going to set an example today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all good today. It's all good today. Sponsored by Tostitos. Make sure I can't forget Tostitos. We're going to do this right. And as always, joining me at the desk, the only 42 we acknowledge, Mr. Barry Church is in the building. Mm-hmm. And boy, do we have ourselves a guest today, Barry.
I wish we had a drum roll or something.
Yeah, we need some music. But, man, somebody that's iconic in so many ways, a living legend, a D-Town, the hero of Dallas, Texas. Our man, Tracy Doc, the D.O.C. Curry is in the building, sir.
Thank you very much.
Man, listen, man, it is. We are honored to have you here, knowing full well that you are a Cowboy fan.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, look, the man came with, man, wait, how you get a Super Bowl ring, man? I'm trying.
I didn't even peep that.
How you get a ring?
I'm connected. I'm way connected.
That thing iced out,
Hey,
too.
man.
Hey, that thing iced out.
That's not the stationary paper holder that they would give me. That's a whole nother thing, man. This is man, it's such a pleasure to have you in the studio today with us. And as always, when I start the show, the number one thing that I do is I check in with brothers. Make sure that we give a check-in on how we doing as men. I don't think we do that enough, you know. So, BC, I'm going to start with you. Okay. How are you today, brother?
You know, as Beast Mode said, the mentals are good. The mentals are good right now. Each and every day is blessed. Definitely family doing good. My parents are coming in town today, so it's a good day. It's a good day. Get to see everybody. So, you know what? I'm in a great space. I'm in a great space right now, heck, man. Great space.
Man, I love to hear that. For me, you got to understand, this brother right here, to get him to come into the studio with me, dog. It's so much to it, and I'm gonna add to it as the show goes on. But I'm just gonna say, man, this is an occasion. I feel abundantly blessed today.
You ain't lying.
I feel abundantly blessed today, man. I'm in a good space, man. My son won his basketball game yesterday, so yeah, man, everything is good. Doc, how about you, man?
Oh, man, I'm too blessed to be stressed, kinfolk. I got up this morning, and you really can't ask for too much more than that.
Yeah.
You know, I got a beautiful family, all this opportunity in front of me, all of these beautiful things are beginning to occur in my life.
Yeah.
And my boys is killing the game.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Don't it feel good when the Cowboys win? Everything go good, right? It just make everything smooth. Your week go better.
That's right.
Your attitude improves.
That's exactly right.
You know, it's just one of those things, man. But, man, let me first and foremost, just start off by just letting anybody that don't know, if you don't have Google or if you just don't know anything about hip-hop history, we got just a pioneer of West Coast rap in general. But I'm going to tell you, Doc, back in the day, you and the Fila Fresh crew.
Yeah.
All right. You used to go by Doc T.
Yeah.
You had a jam called I Hate to Go to Work.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as growing up, I grew up to – man, I hate to go to work.
Yeah, morning.
Every morning, man. Was it Dr. Rock?
Yeah.
You know, in Dallas, anybody that knows Dallas, the history of D-Town hip-hop would understand, obviously, from what you did later in your career. But, man, that was the start of it for me. And I'll never forget Big T Bazaar. I saw you, Dr. Rock brought y'all to Big T Bazaar. Y'all had the Feeler Zone and the gold ropes, all of that. Me and my homeboy, Kemar Brown, we put a Feeler jumpsuit on layaway. It's still over there right now.
To this day,
Because we wanted to be down with the Feeler Fresh crew, man.
That's dope.
But back in those early days, man, I gotta dig into this. You as a pioneer, man, what was that like coming up in the scene in Dallas? Because especially for hip hop back then, everything was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it didn't really exist here. Certainly not the way it did on the East.
Right.
I mean, but it was a whole bunch of kids out there, trying to get into it, and I was just lucky enough or blessed enough that I was always an avid reader as a youngster. So when rap came, I had a plethora, as Stephen A. would say, of words in my vocabulary that I could use that the average guys wouldn't use, and so they thought I was special. And when you get that little taste of someone telling you good at something, you really want to be good at it.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like back then, especially, I mean, there was no, at that time, there was no D-Town rap scene at all. So y'all were the first to do that. Like for us, falling in love with hip hop, for me, it was all Run DMC, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, Run DMC. You know what I mean?
Too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So for you to jump over and do that in Dallas, man, that was like I said, for me, it was a whole movement. But then from there, you transition and go out to the West Coast and bring a whole nother style. One of the most legendary albums to be written. You wrote it and introduced it to the world. That moment in hip hop history, what was that like for you?
It was amazing, bro. It was coming from Dallas, going out there to California. Hell, California didn't really exist then.
Yeah.
They didn't let the guys on the radio. It was hard to make what they would call, edgy rap music. Everything was pop out there, and the LA Dream Team and Supersonic and all of that kind of stuff. But for me, being a part of that whole NWA movement was everything you would think it would be. It was just really dope. You know what I mean? To be connected with all of that great sound.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, it's getting funky enough, man. You bringing me back to my whole high school vibe. Hey, man, you don't even see PC a young guy. All right, but he an old young guy.
Yeah.
Don't.
He's an old soul.
He an old soul.
Without a doubt.
All right?
Without a doubt.
So a lot of this, I'm just telling you, like for us as guys from Dallas, the D.O.C. was like that voice where everybody on the West Coast was trying to claim him, and we wouldn't let him. We like, nah. He might have on the L.A. hat, but nah, he from West Dallas.
Yeah, man.
He from right around here.
Yes, sir.
Man, and I just want to make sure that I give you your flowers today to let you know how instrumental you are in hip-hop. And I know everybody that know you as a legend. But I just wanted to come off my lips to your ears to let you know, man, that I appreciate everything that you've done for the scene, not only here in Dallas, but worldwide.
Thank you,
And,
brother.
man, it's just awesome to have you here in the building.
dope.
But, Doc, we're going to get to these Cowboys, man, because I want to hear from you. What is your thought process on the 2022 Dallas Cowboys?
Well, I mean, we look real good, bro. Mm-hmm. We, top to bottom, we better than hell everybody.
He sound like me.
He does.
I mean, we are competing at we're a solid football team in all three phases of football, and we really kind of way above average in all three phases.
Right.
So you see what happens when we put a perfect game together.
Oh yeah.
We go up there and act bad.
Yeah.
In the cold. And so what these Cowboys have put together in terms of this defense in the past couple of years has been amazing, man. You know, we got a pack of young wolves out there,
Right.
and they all hungry.
Yeah.
You know, and they get out there led by number 11 and act real bad consistently.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't get me started.
And so look, I already got my ticket. I don't know about the rest of
You
y'all.
booked up.
Hey, you already got the Airbnb and everything
You know
ready
what
to go.
I'm saying? I'm ready to go.
Man, this is and we talk about this daily on the show about how this Cowboys season has a good run all over. We don't want to say the SB word. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't want to.
Let me tell you something. It's a reason why I wore the jacket.
I see it.
I got
It's
you.
solid, ain't it?
And it's a reason why I wore the hat.
Uh-huh.
You understand me? You only get in when you tell them you coming in.
Yeah.
We coming in.
You
It
feel
is.
it.
Bro, we look good, man.
So Doc, I see you got the Super Bowl patches right there. I see that. Do you see that there's any similarities between those teams and this 2022 Dallas Cowboys team?
You know what? The only thing that I see, because the era changed the game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But we trying to get back to a consistent run, which is what Cowboys football is all about.
Right.
Sir.
If you take, I tell my friends, if we take what they give us, then they're going to give us what we want.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, because we got too many. You know, we got a team full of really great football players.
Yeah.
You know, Gallup looked really great these past couple weeks. He's coming along. And don't let that other person come down here, man. It's just, come on, bro. Get your plane ticket to Arizona and meet me out there.
Yeah.
It is.
Matter of fact, don't meet me there. Beat me there.
Beat you
There
there.
it is.
So, you know, Nui Scruggs is also on the show. He has school duty today. He's working on his master's degree, and also Danny McCray is on the show. He's on special assignment. But we always talk about the Odell Beckham need versus want. You know, right now it don't seem to me and BC.
I'm with you.
It doesn't seem like much of a need. It seems more like a want, especially for the way that this defense is operating and the way that this offense is operating under Dak. When you look at a player like Odell Beckham, in your mind, are you saying to yourself, like, he is the key piece that we need to push us towards championship potential?
Well, we already championship potential.
Right.
Let's get that.
Put that out
for
there.
sure.
Established off the top. But if you get a guy like that in here, even coming off what he's coming off of, being who he is, he opens up the game for everybody.
Right.
Everybody get a chance to eat now because you have to pay so much attention to all three of those guys and those two guys in the backfield.
Right.
And Dak.
Yeah.
Like, man, pick your poison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, how can you stop that? And what a defense, like, I always go back to the defense because, man, what those guys have shown, they're a resilient bunch of young men. Mm-hmm. You know, I was blessed enough to speak to the team in California the night before they played the Rams and meet all those guys. Strong bunch of young dudes, resilient bunch of guys. They got their head on right, and they focused on the mission that's in front of them. Mm-hmm. Bro, defense wins championships, bro. You know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we got a strong defense, and them young boys is hungry. I think we might be in a space where we can get us 2 or 3.
Oh, man.
Whoa!
Come on now. Come on now. Here we go. All right.
Open it up.
Here it is. So usually that's me. I'm you.
Positive heck.
Positive heck. They call me Positive Heck around here because that's what I do, Doc. But I want to talk about your message because, man, you are doing something now that's completely different from where you were in the past. And you talk about speaking to the team. Your message to the team that night when you got an opportunity to talk to them before the Rams game.
It was really about it's a testimony of where I am today after all the things that I've had to sort of walk through to be here today. You know what I mean? I was just trying to make those guys aware that this is a moment that they in, and if they really concentrate on capturing this moment, how great it could be for their futures. They're talented dudes, a great bunch of guys. I heard Micah say, they came around to take pictures. I heard him in the back of me say, I don't know who he is, but I like him. I said, well, you can't do no better than that, huh? And yeah, bro, those guys are my little brothers. That's the way I feel about them, after that night. And I want the best for them. I want this win for them in the worst way. Not only because I feel like they are really capable of it, but they good guys and they deserve it. The city deserves it.
Yeah.
It's been a nice little drought for us.
Yeah, Dad.
I feel like we finna get in there and kick some real arse.
Yeah,
There it is.
it's some arse. That is.
It is.
Man, you know what? Well, we're going to take our first break because you basically are talking about a guy that I love to talk about all the time, and that's number 11. I call him the big briefcase.
Bazooka.
The bazooka. All right? That's my nickname for him, the bazooka, the big briefcase. Anytime we go on the plane with him, we got to bring the biggest briefcase we got.
Hey.
That's the only way we could get him on the plane.
Might as well.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So we're going to take our first break here on the Players Lounge, and we'll be right back.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Attention Cowboys fans looking for the best shave of your life. There's a new official razor of the Dallas Cowboys, Shave Logic. Imagine not having to buy blades as often and getting more smooth shaves than your old razor, guaranteed or your money back. After more than 10 years of research and over 150 company patents, ShaveLogic is proud to offer Cowboys fans a special offer. For a limited time, visit ShaveLogic.com and get a free $10 gift card with your purchase. Go to ShaveLogic.com now for more smooth shaves guaranteed.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Head to AT&T Stadium on Saturday, December the 10th, to experience Rally Day, presented by SeatGeek. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium, games, inflatables, and more. Plus, visit the SeatGeek Skies to your seat aviation zone to enter for your chance to win a game day experience of a lifetime, including tickets, a helicopter ride to AT&T Stadium, and a meet and greet with DeMarcus Ware. Visit AT&TStadium.com/rallydays for tickets and more information. What?
Oh, they riding in with Jerry?
What? On the heli? Wait a minute, man. Hey, Chris Beam, is that you got the drop on this one?
For real, man.
How do I get in this one? So, BC.
Yes, sir.
So let me tell you, man. So I was telling you about seeing Doc at Big T Bazaar. It's like a little strip mall thing back in Oak Cliff. This everybody go frequent.
Okay.
All right. So saw him in the him and the Feeler Fresh crew with the Feeler Zone. So you might not know this about your boy, man. Back in the day, your boy used to rap a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He used to rap
you throwing bars out there?
Yeah. Your boy used to rap a little bit, right?
Okay.
So I used to go, all the club promoters, I go tell them, all the club guys, hey, man, you got somebody famous come in, let me know. I'll bring my CD, drop it to them. The D.O.C. was at a gentleman's club. Okay. Man, call me, man. I got the D.O.C. here.
In the building.
In the building. This had to have been 96. All right? 96. I run down there with my CD.
He's out there.
D.O.C. right over there. Mind you, I'm in not the environment conducive to be introducing yourself to another man and handing him a CD. But either way, I brave the crowd, walk over there. They let me into the private area. I give him my CD.
Okay.
Wait all night just to have give him my CD, step back. All right, man, check me out if you want, whatever. End of the night, man, manager called me over there and said, man, look at your CD. The doc used my CD as a coaster, man. Had a drink sitting on top of my CD, man.
My man was keeping the drink steady.
He had the drink steady on top of my CD, man. You know what I did? I took your drink off, because I had the little circle. I took the white
to clean them things off back in the day.
Picked myself back up.
Man, I feel bad about it.
No, don't you feel bad about that? Hey, I wouldn't be where I am today if it was not for that kind of resiliency and people doing stuff like that.
What was your name, though? I gotta know the rap.
Heck, man.
Just Heck.
That's it. You know?
Right. I love it.
Man,
I love it.
Now, that put me in the, what's the name of that movie?
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow.
Used my CD.
It was a coach.
Real life Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, that's what you did. And it was all good. I wiped my stuff off and said, all right, that's cool. I gave it to somebody else then. I ain't worried about it.
You had to brush it off, huh?
Hey, man, I wouldn't be where I am today, man. Had I been ultra sensitive, but
that's right.
Hey,
that's true.
Look at God.
That's right.
Look at God. Look at how things work, man. But that's just one. That's just another. I got another one though. Like I said, we gonna keep going. We gotta flow this thing. Gotta flow this thing out. But man, we were talking about the big briefcase to end and. Man, the way that he's playing right now, it looks like he is runaway for Defensive Player of the Year. Being, man, a NFL vet, somebody that's seen, played at a high level, has been one of the best in the business. Do you believe that this is an award that they might well just go ahead and put the bow on and put his name on and send it on over here to the Star?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it was anybody else, on any other team, I would say he still got some ways to go. Yeah. But seeing as though this guy has come in here, not only as a rookie changed the game, but also coming in the second year, being that bona fide leader, rallying the troops, and what he does for that defense, not only himself as being ultra talented, we all know the guy's extremely talented, but he sets everybody else up. Similar to what you was talking about with Odell Beckham.
Man.
He sets everybody else up for the one-on-ones to succeed. And I just don't think this defense would be where it's at right now if he wasn't in the lineup.
Agreed.
And then you throw on top of that, the Dallas Cowboys play so many primetime games. So you get a chance, all the voters, all the viewers, they get a chance to see him on display pretty much each and every week. If they're not on primetime, they're on the Fox Game of the Week in the afternoon. They're on some form of national television, and that puts him on a pedestal. That puts him on top of the stage to get all the viewers, all the votes. So if he keeps going the way he's going, it's a wrap. Kiss the baby. It's over with. Put a bow on it. This guy's going to walk away with Defensive Player of the Year, and that's what he deserves because he's a boss, man. He's a baller.
Now, D.O.C., you've seen a ton of great NFL players. When you see Micah Parsons, like what does he – and a lot of people like to draw comparisons, but I would like to know what is your direct comparison to what you see for Micah Parsons?
You know what? I don't have anything I can draw from for that.
No.
You know what I mean? The guy's just he's a generational talent, man. It's hard to keep him away from the action. I don't care where he's at.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you let him do what he does well, he's going to allow you to win games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so multiple Defensive Player of the Year, if you ask me.
Yeah,
it is.
He's going to have a few of them before he leaves this game.
Yeah.
And like Barry was saying, he allows everybody to eat. And if everybody get a chance to get them some food, then, bro, you got a happy defensive core out there.
Yeah.
Everybody on that offensive line is getting a chance to get some of that food back there. and it just looks great. What's number 6? What's his name?
Donovan Wilson.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
That guy.
Safety crew,
He
baby.
brings wood. Reminds me of wood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
The way he bring the wood.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a dude that's ready to go out there and sling some of that meat in that position.
Yeah.
And, of course, number 7, from heaven, my guy Diggs. You know what I mean? We got a really talented group of guys, man. I love this team.
Yeah.
It's a great football team.
Yes, it is.
Jerry did a great job. Yeah.
No, front office wise, that's one of the things that I've been applauding. Will McClay and the job that they've done putting this defense together, even letting go of some pieces that people thought was, hey man, Randy Gregory. We talked about him and him being a key piece. Is when he got let go, it was like, man, what are we gonna do? And then we didn't know that Dante Fowler would be the player that he is. Dorrance Armstrong would be the player that he is. And all of those things, I think that's what's so shocking about the developments of everything that's happened on defense, specifically from where we were in 2020 when we gave up the most yards ever as a Dallas Cowboys franchise to where we are 2 short years later.
Yeah, man.
That to me, I think that's the biggest surprise. But just transitioning where we are right now, I think most people think that the Achilles heel of this defense is the run game. But over the last couple of games, we've seen where they haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher.
And they've gone against some dogs.
And they have gone against some dogs. And this Sunday specifically, you have another dog coming into AT&T Stadium. But if this defense is able to, still not allow a 100-yard rusher, does that give you that trust, time, consistency, and proof that we now see that this defense is now kind of alleviated those ghosts or what people think is the weakness in this defense?
I would have to say so. Because if you think about it, like you said, time, proof, and consistency. And consistently they have gone against these past 3 weeks, including Jonathan Taylor when they play him on Sunday. They'll have gone against Dalvin Cook, who's a dog. He's a beast. Saquon Barkley, who gassed us the first time we played. We got the win, but they still gassed us. And then this week, Jonathan Taylor. Those are, to me, 3 of the top 10 running backs in the National Football League. And if you can contain those guys and hold all 3 of those guys to under 100 yards, I think they've gotten that right mentality and that swarming mentality where this is what we have to do to stop the run. We can't have a lot of hero ball. Got to be gap discipline out there. And I've noticed these past couple weeks, they've gotten into that gang tackling mode. There's no one-on-ones out there with this defense. Whoever has the rock, you see 3, 4, 5 hats to the ball at the same time. They're hustling, they're moving around, and they're getting the ball carrier on the ground. And that's something we didn't see early on in the weeks. I think it was Leonard Fournette. The first week he ran for 121, then the yards started piling up. But lately these guys have gotten into that gang tackle mentality, and it's really limited these carriers. So to me, if they're able to go out there and limit Jonathan Taylor, it'll be a step in the right direction to get this run defense settled.
Do you feel the same way?
I agree. Absolutely agree. Yeah. Like I said earlier, that resilience is a word that really describes this young defensive core, especially after that first game with Brady.
Yeah.
How after Dak goes out, they really step up and give Cooper a chance to play some great football. You know what I mean? So the reason we are in the position that we're in right now is that we can hang our hat on these guys. They're going to show up every Sunday. They're going to give you everything they got. And it seems like we got enough of them that you can move these guys in and out, keep them fresh and hungry.
Exactly.
I think we learned a lot up there in Green Bay, as far as the run game is concerned. And if we stick to, this letting Micah do what he does best, and shore up those other areas, we'll be great, man. We're going to be fantastic.
So let Micah do what he does best has been a ongoing debate here in this building. Because I'm sure I don't know. Let me say, defensive end.
Yeah, that's
okay. I just want to make sure. You got to find out you really got to find out what side people are on, because there's some people that say linebacker, some people say edge rusher. For me, it's edge rusher.
Let him eat, man.
Let him eat.
Let him hunt.
One of the greatest disruptors in football right now. is that man.
That's facts.
Let that man be a man out there, man.
Yeah.
It's going to make the whole team better.
Yeah. No, and I love what you say about, when he eats, and for me, it's because the offensive line has to pay so much attention to him that two guys are always relegated up front for him. That means that these guys are always in a one-on-one situation. If you put in a one-on-one situation, you're supposed to win every time.
That's right.
Exactly.
And get to the football. But man, and switching over to the other side of the ball and being 8-3 right now, looking at the games that we have ahead of us, and I ever want to count my chickens before they hatch. But the Cowboys look to be set up to kind of run the table right now. To have, let's say at the end of this, I'm looking at possibly being 11-3 going into our Christmas Eve game. And I hate the Eagles. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
I hate the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
I have a disdain for the Philadelphia Eagles. So
I don't like them either.
we made a bet on this game on this podcast, Doc, and I said the Cowboys was up by 20 before we got off the plane.
He did say that.
I did. I said that.
I tried to give him a chance too. I'm like, you sure you want?
And they bet, they thought I was, McGruff. I was too gruff for that. They was like, man, they bet a tasty cake. Yeah, this is a Philadelphia delicatessen. Whatever, man. I ended up having to eat it.
That thing was nasty.
It was horrible. But anyway, not getting off subject right now. I just feel like offensively, with Dak being back, that changes the dynamic of where we are. And there's not a lot of people are going to give number 4 his credit for the kind of player that he is. What's your opinion on Dak Prescott as a quarterback?
I came in representing.
I saw it. I see that foe on his chest, baby. Got that foe on his chest.
And so Dak is a great NFL quarterback. Has been for a long time. And whether it's injury, whether it's situations, has always put us in a spot where we couldn't be our best. Right now, everything is set up for him to be Super Bowl quarterback. And he's got all the ability and talent to be that. He showed you in what was 99.9% a perfect game in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Every throw was fantastic. The dude looked like a video game.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so you can't play like that and tell me you're not that guy.
Yeah.
You just have to put him in a position. And with what TP is doing out there and Zeke getting back healthy, like it's really hard to maintain any kind of sense of decorum defensively against this monster's got too many heads on it.
Boy, you from Dallas for real.
Yeah.
You were D-Town. See,
Yeah.
that's how they go. See that? You from D-Town for real. And we call it jumping out the cake here, boy. That's hey, mine.
No, I'm going to go. I told you I already got my ticket. And I'm sorry to my little brothers if I'm jumping the gun on in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
You understand me? I'm going to Arizona.
No, man, this is that Friday show, man. This is what we do. And it's to get this team ready, not only for Sunday, but it's December football time. And so this is this is when it counts, and this is where, hey, man, if you're going to jump out the cake, the time to do it is right now. But we're going to take our last break and be back with more of the Players Lounge.
Hey.
There it is.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Experience the magic of the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters during Christmas time. With your tickets, you'll enjoy a 45-minute guided tour, Christmas cookies, and a takeaway limited edition Dallas Cowboy ornament. Select dates are now available and will sell out fast. Book your visit now at thestarinfrisco.com/tours. Back here on the Players Lounge, I want to thank all of y'all for rocking with us, man. This has been just awesome. Yes. In here with a GOAT, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here with a GOAT. You know, not every day you get to be in here with a GOAT. Well, I'm in here with you every day, so hey, GOAT over there.
I love you, big dog.
Now we all goats in here, man.
Oh, for sure.
It is. It's a goat yard in
here.
Yeah,
you understand? Hey, you understand me?
Yeah.
That's what we doing. But here's my final Doc story. So, after leaving a drink, using my CD as a coaster, some years later, him and my uncle end up being friends.
Yeah.
All right? And I tell my uncle the story about Doc leaving my CD, using my CD as a coaster. Oh, my uncle had to let him know about it. Man, you used my nephew's CD as... Anyway, ended up giving them tickets to the game, and you and my uncle went to a game that I gave y'all to. So, gave them tickets to. Yeah. So that was that game. I gave you those tickets. So, see how that happened?
It came around. Look at that.
Woo, make it.
That was my first time at AT&T.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first time being in the stadium, bro.
Yeah.
And we had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
We had a blast. Great man.
No, man.
Great human being. Really good friend.
Yeah. David Harrison.
Yes, sir.
My uncle, man, God bless his soul, made me a Cowboy fan. The reason I'm a Cowboy fan is because of my Uncle David. And I told you my whole family, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, because of my Uncle Joe.
Yeah.
And so it was my Uncle David was the only one.
Nobody talk noise like David.
No.
Nobody. You're not going to win no kind of fights around David.
No.
Yeah, Super Dave.
Super Dave. Super Dave, man. That's my uncle, man. Love him to death. Miss him every day.
Yes, sir.
But, man, that's just awesome. Like I said, man, it just comes full circle. And for you to be here, man, it's just – and I'm overjoyed, man, with your presence. But the NFC East is going to get real interesting this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The Philadelphia Eagles have a showdown with the Tennessee Titans.
That's a big game.
That's a big game. That's a big game. Here's the other game. The Commanders and the Giants play each other. So, just throw a sharp object in the room, whichever one come out, I don't care. That's the way I feel about that game. But the Cowboys have an opportunity to make up some room in the NFC East if the Titans can beat them. And obviously the Cowboys keep with their winning ways and get a victory on Christmas Eve. What's your approach to this, BC? Do you believe that the NFC East is as important to the Cowboys? Because, again, you get a home game. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Do you think that should be singular approach to this organization?
No, I like it. I like having home games. That's playoff games. I like, going in there, being in that home atmosphere. I know last year, 49ers came in here. They beat the Cowboys in a wild card. I understand that. But I feel as though this team is a little bit more mature. I feel like McCarthy's done a much better job this year of getting this team prepared and ready to play and more disciplined. We still see the penalties, but not as much as last year. So I feel like this team is ready to go. They're veteran-led. They got Dak. They got Zeke. They got the boys on defense. So I feel like they're ready to go in a home playoff game to start the playoffs. I think would do them justice. The only thing that's in the way of that is the Philadelphia Eagles. And this matchup coming up this weekend, I think is huge. I think this matchup against the Tennessee Titans for the Eagles is huge for both them and the Cowboys. Because if the Tennessee Titans are able to beat the Eagles, then that gives that showdown that comes in Christmas Eve with the Dallas and Philadelphia. That makes it even more hype. Because then if they win that game, it's all squared up then.
Yeah.
So to me, this is huge. The Tennessee Titans, if they would be able to beat Philly, that would set the Cowboys up great. Because the rest of the schedule for Philly, they got the Bears, the Saints, and the Giants twice outside of the Cowboys. And I don't see them losing to any of those teams. But I do feel like the Tennessee Titans can give them a run for the money. So I'm rooting for the Tennessee this weekend, but that's going to be a huge, huge game for both Philly and the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, as a former player, have you ever not clock watch, but game watch, to make sure are you as a Cowboy player, are you watching that game to see Tennessee get that victory? Because at this point in in December, all of these games are starting to count. Do you start to look at that?
Yes, I know all them players is looking right at those games. I mean, especially this one this weekend. They're saying, all right, if we can get this victory there, if they can get a victory against Philadelphia, it gives us one step closer. So if they're able to watch the game, they're going to be watching that game. I don't know what time it comes on, but if they're able to watch that, they're going to watch that to make sure, okay, we got a chance. We got to close these Colts out to make sure we can get a step closer. Cats are watching that. Players, they always say, I don't pay attention to the media. I don't pay attention to all those other games. They're watching. They understand what each and every media member says about them out there, and they're watching the games to see what matchups work out best for them. So they're going to be keeping an eye out definitely this weekend for Philadelphia.
Man, how excited are you, Doc, for a playoff game at home? I saw you. I think it was last week. I saw you. You was at AT&T. Were you there last week?
Bro, I've been at every home game for the past 2 years.
Well, you look like excuse me.
I'm here.
The last time I saw, I was like, man, he balling. Like he was on the field in Sweet with Mike. Hey, you was everywhere.
That's Coach McCarthy and his family. Coach McCarthy's daughter and I are in the same business.
Okay.
And so I met the coach through his daughter. And he saw my story. And he was like, wow, I think you're a really cool guy. Special person, man. I want you to. So for the past couple of years, I've been hanging out with the McCarthys every game, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't missing nothing.
Yeah.
And so you can just call me Doc McCarthy.
There it is. There it is.
It's official now. I'm all on the sideline, man. I was on the sideline last week. My boy mad he didn't get to go. I was on the sideline last week taking pictures with the kicker.
Yeah.
Who is one of my heroes. See, bro, we are a solid football team, bro.
All around.
Yeah.
When you got a kicker that can kick from 60 twice in a row, like it's I do this every Sunday.
Yeah.
We ready, bro.
It is.
Oh man,
ready.
That's one of the things that I'm looking forward to, and just along with what you said about Odell, the probability of us getting a player of the magnitude of Odell Beckham. If we get a player like that, AT&T Stadium gonna be
bananas.
They're gonna have to nail. They're gonna have to have people on the outside trying to hold that thing down, man.
Ain't no if, bro. OBJ is on the way.
There we go. That is.
And so, look, that sets it up. So it's just, man, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But wait, I gotta give it up. All these great players that we've talked about today, on the offensive side and defensive side of football. I want to give it up to my O-line.
Oh yeah,
those young guys have been out there really doing some, playing some great football. It's a struggle at times, but I feel real good about those guys. They got a young guy out there from Funky Town, Fort Worth, representing his home.
Yeah, Tyler Smith.
You know, man.
Yes, indeed.
So I write stories for a living.
Yeah.
So I know a great story when I see one.
Yeah.
And you can't write a better story than the Cowboys this season.
Right.
You know what I mean? I already spoke to him once before the game in L.A. I might have to speak to him again.
Yeah, it is.
Before the game in Arizona.
Yeah, speak it into existence, man, dog.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Man, I love it, man. This has been, I'll tell you, it's been everything, man.
Epic,
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, brother.
You know,
for
coming in here and, you know, giving us the opportunity to rock with me and BC. BC, that's my dude, man. Every time we get down, we do a show, man. We on Fridays like this, I get a chance to host, man. It means everything, especially to represent the brand Dallas Cowboys. You know what it's like being from Dallas and loving D-Town the way we do.
Yeah, man.
So loving D-Town the way we do. Love that thing, man.
Look at
that thing, man. You get to represent this star, man. This is awesome, man. So as it is Friday tradition, and before I do this, man, any last words from you?
You guys have to do picks first. And I need numbers.
You need picks and okay, yeah. My bad. I was getting ahead of myself. My producer Chris Beam is the one that always keeps us on the and I just felt like everybody was going with the Cowboys this week.
Oh yeah,
but
I need scores.
I understand. Scores from you, Barry.
Cowboys victory. I'm gonna give it 31-14.
31-14.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them.
Doc, well, I'll go. I'm going to say I'm going for a 40 burger.
Oh.
I'm going 40 burger this week. I think let's just say 40-13. I think it's going to be a complete washout.
Man,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind that at all. But I'm going to be semi-conservative.
What?
Yeah, I'll give us 35 because we need
35. There we go. Oh, you going to be conservative with 35?
I'll give us 35.
Split the difference.
35-17 sounds like about right.
All right, 35-17.
I like it.
There are your picks, but Doc, parting words, man, for the fan base, for everybody before you go.
Bro, I'm a living testimony that it's a G.O.D. thing. It's not a D.O.C. thing.
Yeah.
And I used to tell people I'm a believer, but I'm a knower because the power is in knowing. You know what I mean? And so I'm grateful to be able to be here and talk to you and to the people out there in Cowboy Nation as a serious Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
I believe in us 1,000%. You should too.
Yeah.
And get your tickets. I see y'all in Arizona.
Well, look, hey man, you know what to do, man. You may well take it. You want to keep your headphones on so you can get all of this. But before we go on Fridays, we always say, Cowboy Nation, I hope your team win.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?